Hi guys, this is another tutorial on 3ds Max. This time we'll just be going over the tools and stuff so you get to know the program a bit better. Okay, this is just the select objects. If I want to select anything in any of my viewports or anything, just select by name. Comes quite useful, especially if there's tons of objects when you're working with. You can select them. That's the shape of the when you select things. Like as you see, it's in a box at the moment, but if you hit Q on your keyboard, it changes to circle. So you create line, it goes to draw, and then goes back to circle selecting, and back to box. But most of the time we'll be working with that. And then there's also the move tool. So if I create a box, you can just move it there. Oh, I got the snaps on. So I can just move the box around. I can rotate it with the rotate tool. It's also W is the move tool shortcut, E is for rotate, and R is for scale. So I can scale it in any axis. There's also scale as you see up there, and then them three. Okay, now let's move on. There's the snaps toggle. So if I right click on that, it will go to there, so it will snap to any of them. I accidentally had it on before. You can just click on it. I'll just set it to pivot points, endpoints, yep, and see it snaps to that. It's quite good if you're cutting or it's quite good, yeah, if you're cutting or doing anything like that. Get quite useful. It's angle snaps. There's also mirror, so if you only want to make one half of the model if it's completely identical on both sides. There's also line, so if I center the pivot point on this quickly, I'll just create this and just clone that over, and if I align it, I can just click on it and it'll see I chose that pivot point, so it will just align the objects up. And it's also just render production, so I'll render it and render setup. Well, render thing. And there's also render setup here, so I can change the settings there. But we won't do anything at the moment. We'll move down to this panel here. It's just the create here. So if I want to add in a box or a cylinder or any standard primitives, it's also in these lists there's extended primitives and other objects, other 3D objects you can add into it. There's shapes, you add in line if you want, adding anything like that, yeah. It's quite simple. And yeah, there's add lights. No, I won't bother adding one in. Cameras, you can just go target, drag them in like that. You can also make free ones. Helpers, that, and system. It's like bones and add bibbed characters. There's also the modify panel here. You just select it and change the height and segments and stuff like that. There's this, the Hershey, which, as you've seen before, that's how you can center the pivot point. Go effect pivot only, center to object, and just exit that. And the pivot point is centered. There's motion, but won't worry about that when we do some later tutorials. I'll show you display. Yeah, it's just display stuff. You don't really use that much on utilities. You go into Assist Browser. That's also useful if you want to add any images or anything, any reference images. You see, I've got a few there. Yeah, and that's a few things. And there's also other thing. I'll show you. See if you gotta right click on it, convert to editable poly, and I just wanted to show you how to do that, because in later tutorials we'll be doing that. And that's about it. That's about all the tools. There's also, if you press the spacebar, it will lock it, so I can't select any other objects. You can also click there. You can press J to turn off the selection brackets, F3 to go into wire face, F4 for edged faces, and yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next tutorial.